wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They find some open field here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run here with Akers. And he is out of bounds here. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
53, Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
He's coming. We got double up.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stanford. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. A call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Chark, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Able to avoid him at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The slot man in motion right.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And some room to roam now.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Eagles field kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Stafford on third down. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Check 26, check 26.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Going right back to Akers.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Slot man moves right. On fourth down, Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Watkins diving. He's got it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They go play action with Hurts. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
60 Bison.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Let's go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45.
Hurts.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And some room to work. Touchdown, LA!
Cam Akers.
32 yards.
And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he floats one there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Open man right side is Shark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. In motion left, Robinson.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. A give running left. It's Sanders
To about the 26 here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 75.
And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now a give. Akers running left. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Stafford. Man open is Robinson.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A give, running right is Akers.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team Their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
In motion left, Robinson.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In motion left, Robinson.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Check 24, check 24. Check. Wall. Hey, 5-0. He's coming. We got double up. 40 got. Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 4-3.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Commanders come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Rams, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.